Yo, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumping Chris here. We coming back at y'all with another vid, man. And I literally just got out of a sneaker event here locally in my hometown, so I wasn't able to drop this video any earlier, so I got it as soon as possible. But just mainly just want to recap about the whole Mambacitas, Kobe and Gigi's that just came out, because there was a couple news here and stuff, and I want a pair. So the main source to get these things was gonna be on the sneakers app, which was in the EA exclusive access. How you guys feel about the EA? Did I get EA? No. I didn't get no EAs, not even my wife's account or anything like that. It looks like a lot of people did end up getting W's though. So according to some of the cool groups that I'm in and some of the discords, it looked like it was about, they were saying like over 90,000 pairs stock. I kind of believe it in a way, because like it looked like a lot of people did hit though. From all the people that's been hitting me up, because I did post on my IG, I was like, hey, if anyone have a size 9.5 or 10, DM me, I'm buying. I need a personal pair. Seriously, I need a personal pair of these things, you know. Also, the amount of people that actually got on the sneakers pass in LA, there was like a couple stores I believe that was end up getting pairs. So, and I heard that it was very monitored, like people really watch the stock, make sure there's no kind of crazy backdooring whatsoever on these things. I'm sure there maybe was here and there through the grapevine, but I'm just saying, like, I think most of the majority of it did go out to the public. But still, man, the resale on these things is still pretty high. We'll get to that to see if these things will drop and so on and so forth. But I just want to say is like, how you guys feel about this exclusive access? Like how they did it with the dunk lots. A lot of people complain about how botting is. And this is one of the ways to defeat the bots. But I know a lot of people want to feel like you have entered in a raffle, or at least were able to at least get an attempt to try. This way, it feel like Nike, they just pick and choose who they want randomly. And I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of, like, if you had your gender was as a female, maybe because of the whole Gigi thing, a lot of females did end up hitting W's. Like a lot of people's wives' account hit and compared to their account. So I'm not exactly sure the algorithm how you got W's on these things, but it seemed like a good amount on the exclusive access, and I kind of like it in a way, even though I didn't get a W, so I'm a little salty about it. But it's cool, man. It seemed like a lot of people that, even if you guys did get an EA exclusive access, doesn't guarantee you the size that you want or guarantee you a W, because I know some people got exclusive access that didn't end up to get through payment process. It was kind of crazy. I know some people that got exclusive access, they ended up taking L's and they couldn't get to it, or they had to get like a really they're like size like 12. Those were gone almost instantly. They had to settle for a size 8.5 or 8 or something like that. So yes, pairs are going to be on the market. Pairs are going to sell. It is what it is. You can get, I can say whatever you guys want to say about it. I already said my feelings about it, but you know, it is what it is. Price on these things are still pretty high. Like, even though, like, say small sizes, I'll go from a size 8 to about size 9. They're looking around like, you know, 700s to 800s, and then when you get to a size 10, it's around like 900 to even 1,000. A freaking size 12 is going for like 1,200. Like, that's just kind of insane. 12 to 1,500 on bigger sizes, and like small size like 8 to like even like 700 on the real small sizes. So there's a big difference. But I just feel like, obviously, with this whole release, when it was exclusive access, obviously you know, you're not gonna just walk away with it. You're gonna at least try to get something. Once people do end up getting pairs, I feel like people are going to try to sell the sizes they get to get the pair that they want. So pairs will start to move. I think prices are going to go down a tiny bit, or just a little bit. I know a lot of people in my DMs were saying like, yo, these are gonna go crazy up and stuff like that. You gotta remember, man, these things start off really high, and I get it. It's a lot of demand on this shoe. It's a lot of demand. I know it's a lot of sentimental value. A lot of people try to get these things for personal. You know, it's the same thing what happens with the Grinches, you know, when these things first came out. Usually what happens with Kobe's, like, you know, for the past few releases that I do notice, especially, you know, even after its passing, they do go crazy up when they first release. That, don't get me wrong, yes, they go crazy up. People act like it's gold. And then once the release happens, and then kind of like days go on and people kind of move on to the next shoe, prices do dip down. Now, that's not to say these things won't go up, because this is a special shoe. This is the Mambacita, the Kobe and Gigi. This was a shoe that you don't think that was ever to come out. So there is some sentimental value on these things. sentimental value on these things. I think that the price probably will go down. So if you are looking to look for a personal pair like me, I say wait just a little bit. See what happens when the pairs hit in hands after Sneakers app. I'm trying to get a pair almost immediately just so I can do the review and unboxing and so on, just to make some content, and because I want a personal pair. But like, say if, for instance, if you guys was lucky enough to get them in LA and you guys have pairs in hand right now, I don't know, if you are looking to sell, you might want to try to move them, you know, just in case if they do decide to fall. Remember, it was over 90,000 pairs, accordingly to some of these discords, was on the Sneakers app. You know, that's a lot of freaking pairs. You know, is this a GR? Did Nike and Vanessa, did they keep their promise that they wanted more pairs out there? You know, it's kind of like half and half. You know, I'll say that there's kind of half and half, but I still say they did a good job. You know, they did decently fine. You know, I think they did a good job to where, like, I think, you know, a good amount of people got what they wanted, but still at the same time, not really, because there's a lot more L's out there. So it's just a lot of demand for the shoe. You know, a lot of people really want these things for personal, or just want these things because how, like, you know, sentimental value to it. You know, like, you know, this is the Kobe and Gigi. This is the first time they're coming back to Nike, you know, because we never thought that was going to happen. So this release does remind me a lot how the Dunk Lots were. And do I hate it? No. Do I like it? No. But at the same time, what can you do? You know, it can be like a Leo, so then all the body can get bottled out and stuff like that. You know, you don't want that. You know, I feel like at least I appreciate that Vanessa and Nike, they're trying to figure out a solution to make it fair for everybody, as fair as possible. You know, whatever you want to call that. But is this a good solution? How they release it, and should every freaking shoe be EA? I absolutely hope not. I think they're trying to figure out how they're gonna do this, and I think they did a decent job. And can we even talk about the Mambacita site? Like, seriously, people act like these things came out like a whole bunch of pairs on the site. You know, there was like maybe like less than like 50 pairs on that site, because that thing was gone instantly. Okay. Like, whatever Shopify they use, that stuff was... They shouldn't even drop on the site, for my goodness, man. I'm sure she knows like 50 people. Just give it to them. And I heard it was even probably bought it out or whatever. But hey, congrats to... Did anyone hit on the Mambacita site? Did anybody? Now, one thing I'll say is like this. You know, how I feel about people reselling these Kobe's, you know what? It is what it is, right? I done made my peace with it. You know, I don't need to say anything. But, you know, I think majority of the people that did end up getting W's, I think they want these pairs for personal. There's a lot of demand on this shoe, and with the whole EA and all that, a lot of people wasn't able to get their size, so they went to go ahead and get another size. And I'm sure they're gonna sell their shoe, or sell their size to get their size eventually, or sell the size that they got to sell to get their size, you know, eventually, you know. So there will be pairs on the market. I feel like pairs will drop down a little bit in the next coming few days. So, you know, if you guys do want to spend $1,000 on these things, you know, hey, to me, especially during this time, I think that is really high for a shoe. So I would probably just kind of like chill out a little bit, see what happens. But like I said, there's a lot of demand, so I don't expect these things to like really tank down. I mean, I think the lowest these things could drop down to is maybe small sizes. Like, I could see small sizes maybe like around 500-600, bigger sizes around 700-800 or something like that, you know. Around that area, that's what I think is going to end up being. So if you guys are trying to look for a personal pair and you guys want to try to get these things, I would say wait just a tiny bit, see what happens, you know. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much end of the video, guys. Just want to recap about this whole Mambacita's EA exclusive, and you guys let me know how you guys feel about this drop. Was it good? Was it bad? Do you guys like how the EA was? I'm sure a lot of people are gonna like it, and a lot of people is not gonna like it. So anyway, guys, stay tuned, man. I'll have a whole bunch of content video coming out, especially I just went to a couple events, and I'll be in New Jersey this weekend, guys. So I'll be up there with my guys, Jay the Steer guy. So it's gonna be probably a good time. Never been in New Jersey, so I'm kind of excited. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media at GermanChris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. And I'm also on TikTok. Hey guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm GermanChris. Peace.